Hi, this is Jim Pellerino. I have this application on my computer. It's called a Core, C-O-R-E, Temp, T-E-M-P. It's a really good application. If the rest of you can get it on your computer, I suggest you do so. But it measures if you hit it right, it'll show at any given time the temperature of your well, mine's got the dual processors, the two core processors, the core number 0 and core number 1, and it'll show the temperatures of the processors. Like I said, at any given time, they're always fluctuating. But what I can see, like for me, you might want to hey, I have to clean out the fans with condensed air spray, something like that. But one thing of extreme interest to me, even more interesting to me than that, that they have on this display, and I'm reading it right now. What they're showing me is a frequency. Right now it says 1933. It changes quite frequently. 1933 megahertz. Right. That's, I believe, the frequency of the Wi-Fi. Right. That the Wi-Fi is in megahertz, or listed in megahertz, and we have 1933. So that's like 1.9 gigahertz. That's microwave radiation. Wi-Fi's use and cell phones are approximately along the same lines, same frequencies, right? They use microwave radiation, right? In a previous video, I said how I believe that it's the information that's carried and stored on these frequencies that can be damaging to your health, but maybe not the waves of maybe not the microwave radiations just by themselves. That's what Dr. Mercola said in one of his videos, and this seems to correspond to the incident I had where I had all this pressure in my head. But at these levels, it seems everyone's probably used to them to a certain extent, and so now I want to talk about what happened yesterday. The frequencies fluctuate between like 15,000 or 1,500 megahertz to like 2,100 megahertz. But yesterday in this apartment, it seemed like there was something wrong. I was feeling all this like physical pain, right? So I came on here and I hit this this Core Temp 1.0. It's a nice program application, and I looked at the frequency, and it was like 8,000, or that's what the reading was, 4 times what it's supposed to be. Then I quickly went and I unplugged my Wi-Fi, which I have over there. You might want to keep the Wi-Fi away from your body, away from your laptop that you're using. Regardless, distance is one of the keys to EMF, electromagnetic frequency safety. So I got my Wi-Fi behind me over there, right? I went over there and I quickly unplugged it, and I came back here and I looked at the frequency, and it had dropped from like 8,000 down just like that, down to 6,000. But that was still like 3 times greater than what you like see, over 3 or a little bit more times greater than what you normally see. So believing this to be dangerous levels, I left. I called up Time Warner Cable, and I didn't get much along the lines. Uh, they said that the connection was out in my area, and that was not the situation. The connection wasn't out at all. It's just this like I was getting internet connection. It's just this frequency that was like 3 times what it's normally supposed to be. I called. That was a recording. When I got someone on the line, they didn't seem to understand what I was talking about. So I hung up and I turned off my cell phone, which I said operates on the same frequency, seeing if that number would come down again, like it did when I unplugged the Wi-Fi. That did not occur. So I went upstairs and I warned like the neighbor who for their health, and I went outside and I stayed in the sun for about an hour or so. That's just a rough time estimate. When I came back in, it was at the same level, 6,000 megahertz, or about 3 times the frequency what it should be. I went about shutting down, like I went and turned off the circuit breakers, turned them off, all of them except for this one here that would read the core processor. So finally I found like a circuit breaker, shut it off, and it dropped back down to normal levels when I shut down when I turned off the power via the circuit breaker in my apartment. Eventually, I felt like I had to turn back on my refrigerator. So I started turning things slowly back on, and I finally got around to like having them all turned back on, and the frequency was back to like its normal range. But this was like I believe a supreme danger that occurred here in my apartment, and I also believe that I was attacked because of that video that I made previously, and I was being attacked by it would most likely be like some Christian person working somewhere that because like I get attacked all the time by like people in the community, like through like intimidation and threats of intimidation. Now all these people call themselves Christian, right? They're gonna say, "Do you believe in God?" Yeah. What religion are you? Oh, I'm Christian, right? So all throughout my life, it is pretty much like I'm a quarter like Jewish or something, right? But I don't really even like know any Jewish people, right? It's only been Christians that have attacked me, and with the Christian populace here, there's also this supreme tendency towards dishonesty as well, and that in and of itself is when someone's lying to you, that's abuse as well, right? So it's always Christians like throughout my life, and right now, if I go outside, people start like walking towards me violently with their arms like this to intimidate me. Those are people that are like going to be referring to themselves as Christians, right? And Christians that are doing this, right? So if this is what goes on and what I see in real life, some secret toxic sort of criminal activity upon me, to like a murder attempt via like frequency manipulation. Well, that's probably going to be done by Christians too. It's probably not going to be done by like some satanic elite people. It's gonna the most likely scenario is that it's Christians that were doing that, because that's just how Christians are. Christians are violent, right? And Christians intimidate, and Christians do bad things, and Christians lie to me, and it's always Christians. It's never not Christians. Don't atheists usually don't do these sorts of things. It's like always Christians that are like this, right? So it's usually not church going Christians. It's not the type of Christians that like that go to church every week either. Yeah, I believe it's people that probably just like don't go to church, yet they call themselves Christian and fall under the moniker, the self-made moniker of Christian, right? These are the people that like have attacked, like are continually attacking me, right? And the solution isn't that they should all go to church either. I don't think some preacher's gonna, I don't know, a lot of that just depends on the preacher, really. But that, yeah, if the solution is they should probably look within themselves and say, whoa, maybe I shouldn't be doing those things as a Christian. But that takes some sort of like self-awareness, really, when all's said and done. Where you have to like recognize these sorts of things within yourself, and you're gonna want to change them. But most people ain't gonna have none of that nonsense, right? Most Christians. And it's like Fox News Christians. All the Christians on like Fox News, all the Christian, you know. Well, that's just pretty much everyone calling themselves Christian. But like I said, the ones that go to church and that sort of thing, they're kind of different. They don't really as far as I know, they're not like people that would be like participating in this sort of like perpetual like attack, and it is pretty much perpetual attack upon me. So yeah, well, perhaps these people maybe the changeover that they should go through would be because this is a lot easier, just like not referring to themselves as Christian. Then they can like not have to live with the hypocrisy, and they can go about doing their stupid shit all the time. You know, it's like, hey, because why? Well, I'm not Christian. You know, what are you? Um, I'm a deist, you know, or I'm an atheist or something like that. That, I don't know. As far as I can see, like with atheists, we have like logic based operating systems there. You know, if I'm like the new Jesus here on Earth, really, seems like I like atheists the most. That don't believe that I even exist. All right, well, have a nice day.